Hi, my name is Anjna. I'm a high self quantum healer and intuitive, and today I bring you a deep channeled message, an emotional one if you will. When I tuned in and connected to source energy, and as I did, I could feel the energy of the collective coming in as well. So if you listen to this message, then know that you're very much guided, that you are ready, and that you are on the right path. I'm now going to read some of the messages that came through, and where I can, I will also expand on the meaning behind it, particularly any images or visions I was shown and the feelings that I felt coming through when I received that message as well. You are being guided on a path that was never easy. Your soul knew this and you chose it anyway. And so now at this time, the universe, your higher self, is saying it's time to rise even higher, to get back up and tap into the flame that has kept you going so far, to connect and to breathe. You are connected to divine source energy, and the time has come for you to remember and to reclaim your power, your gifts. You are being guided. Do not be scared. And then what followed was, it's time to listen to your inner guidance and to keep moving forward, keep moving forward. It may not see or feel like it, but it's a change, it's a karmic close you called for. The path has come, my child, to walk forward in faith, in trust and surrender. Now, as these words came up, I picked up on a lot of doubt, almost like questions, and that was me tuning in and feeling into that collective energy. And there were questions like, why? Well, what's the point? And perhaps in our day-to-day life, when we see like affirmations pop up on our phone, or we read a quote, but because there is so much dissonance in our mind and in our energy, and even in our heart, we look at it and we think, oh, what's the point? And this is the kind of feeling that came up when that message followed. But then what followed after that message was, because there is hope. There is hope. Do not lose it. You are being protected. And then I was shown this crystalline chamber. And there was a lot of emotions also associated with this as well. A lot of crying, a lot of sadness, a lot of grief, a lot of pain. And sometimes when we go through these waves of emotions, it doesn't always have to be negative. It could also be a purge. It could be a release that your soul is calling for, that your inner self is calling for you to release so that you can step into that new version of yourself. Sometimes we go about in our day-to-day life carrying all this heaviness, and we keep pushing it aside, pushing it down, suppressing it even further, and we don't allow ourselves to feel. We don't allow ourselves to feel the heavy emotions that we have been carrying. And so with this message, because there is hope, there is hope. Do not lose it. Do not lose that golden thread that's keeping you connected to source energy, to your higher self, that is always there. And when we're in the chaos and the destruction of it, in the pain of it, we can lose sight of it. But here you're being called to trust, to surrender, to hold on to that golden thread, and just know that you're being very much guided and protected on the way. And it's okay to feel to heal. And sometimes those emotions can also be a good thing, when you've given yourself that time to go, okay, this is my time to breathe, and to breathe into it, into the moment, and just release all that heaviness. And the message that followed next was, the path is there, the path is here. And this I felt so strongly and so immensely in my body and in my energy body, and I could feel it coming from the heart. It's like the universe is saying that path is already prepared, it already exists, you just have to walk it. And this could be through the choice points of your thoughts, bringing awareness to what's going on, particularly what's going on internally, so that you can avoid that emotional downfall, that suffering, and so that you can stop repeating the same thoughts, same behaviors, same patterns. And the most important message behind this, as I felt this through my body, was that where you are right now, you don't have to have it all figured out for everything down the road. Because by doing so, this takes you out of alignment. It creates resistance. It creates emotional contraction. When you're constantly worrying about everything in advance, you have no power. And then what followed after that was, the universe is saying, why are you worrying about a path that you are not standing on yet? Anything can happen in that time gap. Remember your power. Call back your energy. Get clear on where you are right here, right now. Walk the path. Look for ease, relief. Love yourself first, in the way that your inner being does. Love your thoughts, love your emotions. Activate higher frequencies. I feel like this part of the message, it links so beautifully to the idea of, the wish fulfilled, the universal law of attraction. And, the idea of going back to that, the fact that it already exists, it's already here. And sometimes we can think, well, it's not, because we're constantly looking at current reality and feeling the opposite. But theoretically, everything already exists. It already exists in the quantum field. You've just got to align with it, with the power of your thoughts and emotions, creating that electromagnetic charge, by making your brain and your heart working coherently together to create that electromagnetic charge. And you can only do that when you quieten down that noise, when you drop into your heart and you bring your conscious awareness into that present moment of now. And when you do that, you're in that present moment of now. That is where your biggest power lies. It's where your gifts lie. It's where you can create the most, grandest of change in your life, because you can't create it from a place of, victimhood or from survival. You have to create an elevated emotion that's greater than those lower vibrations to create that massive change in your life. And through this message, you're being guided to work and invest in yourself. Every step you take decides your readiness to meet what you seek. The universe responds to movement, to your frequency. Move into trust and into intuition. You are the catalyst, the initiator, and you are the one who must walk forward, the one who must step into the unknown first. You are the creator. And it's all got to start mattering now, in the way that you feel, because that's the path that you are on. When we connect and when we feel we are here, we've never left you. Things will open up for you to connect and grow like no other. And I felt this coming in very strongly. I felt this emotional feeling of being blessed, this stronger energy that you are ready. And this is what followed next. You have been through a tough cycle in your life, which is coming to an end. And if by hearing those words you feel emotional, that's okay. Allow that emotion to move through your body. Even if you can't see it, but we've told you many times, it's not about seeing it, but feeling it in the quantum field. Everything exists as energy. We come before you today to help guide you forward. I've never received such a strong, powerful, direct message like this before regarding manifestation, regarding the way the universe works, and particularly about the universal law of attraction. And it just can't get clearer or more direct than this. And it's just amazing, and I can't. And in a way, I wish you could feel what I was feeling when I got these messages, but it can't get better than that, right? What you have been waiting for is here. Health, career, change, strong healing, wealth. The doorway is opening up. It's already here. You have got nothing to worry about. This heaviness that you've been carrying is coming to a close. And that came through very strong. It's almost like, as I was tuning in to source energy as well as the collective energy, that came in very strong, and not surprisingly really, because there is so much that is going on globally as well as in our own personal lives. There are many of us who are going through thresholds, through portals of transformation, through metaphysical changes, and sometimes it can be uneasy, sometimes it can cause us to feel lost. But this is your divine guidance, that whatever you are going through, this heaviness, it's coming to a close. And use that as an anchor to keep moving forward. Keep trusting yourself, keep bettering yourself, because you're very much guided on the path. Now, just going back to that message for a moment, about it's not about seeing it, but feeling it in the quantum field. Now, in general, that may seem simple enough, but it's never easy, right? We've been conditioned, we've been trained to believe in what we see and not in what we decide to see. And the way the universe works, it's not random, it's responsive. So the moment your belief and your desire is speaking the same frequency, your reality has no choice but to listen. So here the universe is saying, look, we're giving you this direct message of how the universe and the cosmic works. Listen and pay attention. That path that you so much desire, it already exists. It already is here. In the way that everything exists simultaneously in the quantum field. But you just can't see it. But you can tune into it with your vibration, with your frequency, with the power of your thoughts and your emotions. So become that creator, become the catalyst, become the initiator. The time has come for to no longer think and feel and do from a place of lack or from victimhood or from survival. That's the illusion. That thing that you want, it already exists. So now you start believing like, yes, my door is open. I just need to step into it. And I need to rewire that part of my brain. I need to change those thought forms into something else. And what followed next was this powerful symbol, this powerful imagery that I was shown. And the message behind it was, it's like you're on the last leg. That last part of that particular race, the cycle. As if you're running a marathon and you're coming to the end. And here your spiritual team, your higher self, source energy is in your ear, whispering, cheering you on. The way forward is open. The path is here. Things will happen in your life. You will shift drastically. Your path, your life is wide open. You can choose what you want. And this message kind of reiterates what I was just talking about. And then I was shown the numbers 1111. Which, because I was tuning into source energy and the collective energy, I'm guessing that this is what a lot of us have been seeing. And it's a deep wake-up call from the universe, which implies that you are going through a significant change in your life. And often what can happen is that when we see the numbers 1111, we think, yes, life is great, which it kind of is, but then we just carry on, and we carry on unconsciously, subconsciously, running on autopilot, thinking and assuming that yes, life is great, I don't really need to do anything as such. But with 1111, the universe is saying, stop, hold on, there's more to it. Let's not forget that you're a conscious being. You came here intentionally. And when you see 1111, you are in resonance with the energy of oneness. You are co-creating a reality in real time. Do not forget your power. And I think this is where the energy of 1111 is reminding you of your gifts, of your power, of your ability, regardless of what's ever happened in the past. Forget that. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Allow yourself to access whatever it is that you need to do so that you can heal those parts of you and step forward in alignment. And just know that it doesn't mean that everything from this point onwards is going to be hunky-dory. That's just not the way life works, and it's not the experience that you've come here to experience. Our work is never done, but what you can do is constantly bring your conscious awareness every now and then at the next opportunity that you can to think, okay, what's going on? Where is this thought coming from? Where is this emotion coming from? Where is this belief coming from? Is it limiting? Is it mine? Is it from childhood, from parents, from culture, society? And this is where you start to begin to rewire that part of yourself. Alongside of it, I was also shown a 544, and this is a number that I've never come across before. But the message and the energy that came through behind it was the fact that you need to start viewing yourself in a higher light. Not that of the past, but all that you are underneath everything. Forget all that you have endured and start viewing yourself as your true self, and to prepare to make the necessary changes that you need to in your life. And I guess that, connects with the energy of the number 5, which is all about change, and the numbers of 4, which is all about stability, which is how you build out a strong foundation, thinking, okay, this is what my thoughts are. How can I transmute them into something else? Becoming a conscious aware of what you are thinking, feeling, and doing. You are healing. You are growing. You are expanding. This is your moment to connect deeply within. Do not fall into despair. But it's okay where you are. If you're in anger, that's fine. Allow yourself to feel that and move through to frustration, to overwhelm. And eventually you find yourself at ease, relief, grace, love, connection, joy, peace. And so with this channeled message, the universe is guiding you into your next version, and what's meant for you will flow into your heart. You just need to rise, receive, and fly. I will leave that there. Take care. Much love. Namaste.